Hey everybody, paulsoaresjr here. Welcome to my indie games test drive. This is Avadon the Black Fortress, which is an epic fantasy role-playing adventure in the old school style, top-down. As you can see, it's kind of a combination of real-time and turn-based. It's got the party-based system. I love this style of game, and I think you may too. It's going to be on Steam tomorrow for $9.99 for Mac as well as Windows. So, and also on the iPad. In fact, it's available now for all of those platforms. If you go to spiderwebsoftware.com, if you don't want to wait till tomorrow, you'll have to pay a little bit more, but you can download it directly from their website. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started on the test drive. Okay, before we get to the good fun stuff, let's head back to the main screen because I want to show you how to choose a character. I'm actually in the game right now. The reason I did that is because the main screen where you choose your character is really loud, the music. But let's go back, and I'm just going to have to talk loudly. I'll try to get through it quickly if I can. Yes. Alright, Avadon, the Black Fortress. Notice this is an unregistered copy because it's a shareware program. Spiderweb Software releases all their games as a shareware. You can play about 1/3 of the game in some cases before you even have to purchase it. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow. It's going to be on Steam for $9.99, as I had said earlier. Okay, start a new game. Clicky. Okay, so here we can choose our character. We have 4 types. The Blade Master, which is the master of, well, blades. They're the tank. Shadow Walker is your rogue and kind of ninja type character. They can evade and stun and poison and backstab and all that fun stuff. Shaman is your nature priest type character where they can do some heals and some buffs. They can call down wind and lightning and use some of the elements. And they also have a pet. Sorcerer is your mage character. Your typical blaster stands behind the front lines and blows stuff up. I'm going to go with the Blade Master because not long into the game you'll choose a companion actually before you head down into the dungeons for the good stuff, and I'm going to choose a sorceress as my companion. So I will be the tank. I like playing tanks. Normal difficulty, please. And here it gives you a little bit of the backstory. One thing about Spiderweb games, the stories are excellent. They're well written. They're very deep, and you can really immerse yourself in the game if you want to read. There's a lot of reading. Of course, you don't have to do the reading. I'm not going to read all that right now. I don't want to spoil any of this game for you guys if you do decide to play it. But essentially, you're a warrior of the Pact. And the Pact is 5 nations, and they basically came together to fight the Farlanders, the savages, and the unclean masses around the Pact, which is in the center of this overall overland map. So you're sent as a fresh recruit to Avadon, the Black Fortress, and you have to report to Redbeard. He is the leader. So here we are, I'm in the game, and there's my little character, and you can move around with the arrow keys, point and a click, and here's where you'll see some of the reading come up. And this happens quite often in the game, particularly in the beginning when it's trying to tell you what's going on. So you start to cross Avadon's entry garden. Considering how terrified most of Linnaeus is of this fortress, it seems rather pleasant. Ponds, nicely tended lawn, etc., etc. And we're going to just travel through here. I'm going to load up my game in progress and get to the good stuff here in a minute. But so you walk over to the main gate, and Craft Master Nicodemus is here. As you get closer to the old man and his 2 wolves, you can see something that's not quite right about these animals. They have no hair, and purple flesh, veins throbbing all along their backs. Gross! The man in robes is holding a scrap of meat and giving suggestions like stand, sit, roll over. And they're not really paying attention. So what they do is they look at us, and it's like, okay. So now you have choices to make. You can watch them quietly. Note that in Spiderweb games, Spiderweb software games, a lot of what you do, the choices you make, can have an impact on the outcome of certain events later in the game, which is very cool. So there's a lot of replay value. The twisted wolf things are no longer distracted by the pitiful scraps of meat, and they much prefer human flesh. What are you doing? Help me! Call back your pets, old man, before I have to destroy them. I'm going to be a cocky bugger. The old man shakes his head sadly. That is all right. I think it is necessary. You are a hand. Now see, I'm a hand of Avadon now. So there are hands, eyes, and hearts. The hands do most of the dirty work in the fighting. and the carrying stuff back and forth. This is your job. I'll explain more when you are done. Creatures lurch at me and blah blah blah, and they attack. So now we're in turn-based mode, and you get a few of these tooltips here. In combat, it's all turn-based, so it shows you here, everybody's frozen, I'm the active character, and I get to go first. So over here, I have my weapons in my hand, my melee and my ranged. I can use abilities. I don't have many right now. I can use my inventory and use things in my inventory. Pick up a piece of meat. That must be that crappy meat. And I can attack. So I'm going to run up and I'm going to hit this wolf. Just fighting back. Taking a little damage. Alright, let's smack this guy down. I'm going to hit a savage blow. Take that savage blow with my dagger. The old man is just cracking up.
Yes, the hideous wolf creature's large.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah. Another month of work gone. I suppose I must work on my other trinkets for a while.
You will be helping me. You called me a hand. So now you can just pick and choose, and you can learn a little bit about what the hands are, who Redbeard is, etc., etc. And I'm just going to say, who do I report to? I need to go see Heart Miranda. I'm going to buzz through this pretty quickly. In fact, I think I'm going to skip it all so I don't spoil it for you. But I'll give you the basics here of what the screen looks like. So if I hit I right here, I can see what's on the ground at my feet. I grab that meat by clicking on it. And now it's in my inventory. I can take it out of my pack and put it in my quick slot items. Quick use slot, rather. And that shows up here. And I can munch away. Well, I'm still in combat, so let's turn off combat mode. It'll typically turn off on its own if there's no enemies around after a couple of turns. So right now it's all real time and things will be moving around the map. I'm going to go in, and here we go. We're stepping into Avadon. Looks like it's a mess. It's chaotic. What's going on? It's crazy here. And this is Heart Miranda, and you speak to her, and she tells you all about... Well, she doesn't really. She tells you a little bit about Avadon, and she gives you your first set of orders, which is to go down to the dungeons and speak to Hans Merriman or somebody like that. So let's head down there and we'll get right into some of the goodies like the combat. So here we have all these people walking around. Some of them may talk to you, some may ignore you, and they may have some important things to say. For example, she doesn't have anything important to say, but if I wanted to record this, I can hit record. Let's say it was important. She gave me directions to the local 7-Eleven. Record. Come down here in my journal. These all have shortcut keys, by the way. Okay, call me a liar. I know A is for abilities, I for inventory. Whoops. And I just went into combat. I thought J for quest log. Maybe it's L. Q? Alright, so that didn't work. But anyway, so if you click on journal, it shows you right here what I recorded. This is nice. So it shows me here what I just saved for later. My current quests. Oh, here it is. I've got to find Heart Miranda. I've already done that. But I didn't complete the actual choices. Alright, let's move on to the good stuff. Okay, back with my character already progressed through to the point where I'm headed down to the dungeon. Let's do that. So this dungeon should... Oh wait, that's not it. So if you look at the map here, it shows you... This is the mini-map. If I hit tab, it brings it up a little bit larger. That's me. There's a star, which means that's my next quest, or one of my quest locations. And a question mark is some kind of item of interest, I suppose. So let's head down here and get down to the dungeons. Now, see, these are my companion choices. I've got Sevelin, another warrior, Blade Master rather, and Natalie, who is a mage. Now I have to choose which one I want. I've already spoken to them, and I know who I want. I want sorcerers. You come with me. There's the overall map. And again, the Pact kind of lives in the center of that map, and everything around is nasty and cruel, at least according to the Pact. Alright, let's take a look here. So, as you can see on the map, you can see these little items. These are actually available for me to use. And if you hit G or I, G, forget, I does the same thing, really. It shows you here what's on the ground. A bunch of lamps. I can just click these and put them in my inventory, grab some rope. I can switch to her as well. Maybe she can carry a little bit of rope. You can also open up your junk bag. Junk bag is stuff that you don't want to see in your pack, and it also is instant sell. So when you go back to town or to a merchant, anything in this junk bag will be sold automatically. You don't have to jump through hoops to sell it. Nice little feature there. So let's go back to my Tristram here, and I'm going to take the lamps. Note that little gem stone. When you click on that, it activates the item. You can also take these and put them in your quick use slots. And here's your paper doll, etc. Alright. It's always worth it to take a look at what's on the ground by hitting G or I. Here, this tells you what I just told you. There we go. Off to the dungeon. You walk into the dungeon. Normally the torches would be lit and heavily armed guards would be standing at attention. The jailers would be waiting to collect and process new inmates, and there wouldn't be giant rats everywhere. But the disaster upstairs, blah blah blah. Again, I don't want to ruin the spoiler, I don't want to ruin the surprises here, but there were some problems down here, and now it's been overrun, and a lot of prisoners have escaped, and our mission, and I'll show you the mission here in a minute, is to collect 4 prisoners. 4 very particular prisoners. Very dangerous prisoners. So now here we go back into combat. It's all turn-based. Spacebar will pass your turn. Now I don't have a ranged weapon for this guy, so he's just going to run up and smack. Okay, now Natalie's turn. Check out my abilities. She has this nice Daze ability. Dazes all enemies in the area, leaving them unable to act for a time, unless you damage them. It only works on enemies, and you can see the area of effect. Zap! And we'll see who gets dazed. Okay, a few of them are dazed. Nice. So let's smack the ones that weren't. One nice thing about this is the mages start out with this rod, an apprentice rod, and she can just use ranged fireball spells. There's no mana to deal with when you're using that. We do have this vitality, which is only reduced. It's only actually utilized when you use spell 5 here. Because it didn't look like it went down when she cast her spell. Did it? So now we just take turns. Okay, when you try to move away, if you're engaged, you can only move 1 square. It's very D&D-like, where, well, you can only move 1 square without some kind of shifting ability. So you really have to want to get out of the way before moving, because you're wasting an attack. Alright, so we're done there, and we can hit spacebar to see if there's anything else. Nope. Stop combat. This health will come back naturally as you're walking around the dungeon. However, vitality does not. You have to return to Avadon for that, or friendly towns. As you can see, walk around the map, you're going to find chests, barrels, and cabinets and things that you want to search through and see if there's any contents that you may want to grab. Ale, probably I can sell that. I may just snag it. And again, just want to hit G every now and then, see what's lying on the ground. Most of the stuff, actually, everything that you can get with the G, you're going to be able to see on the floor. So when you see little items here, just get close and press G. Ah, someone's coming. Okay, there's a large office. There are chains and cages, usually used for wild beasts and monsters in need of examination. When humans are brought here, they are usually just left on the benches. Few are foolish enough to think they can escape from this place. There is a man in a leather jerkin standing by the far desk. He waves at you. A hand, at last, hurry. And I believe this is, yes, okay, this is Imamura. This is the guy we were supposed to see. And Miranda sent me to help. I have to find the prisoner. So he gives us the quest to find 4 escaped prisoners. I'm just going to buzz right right through here quickly, and we should have the quest. And it tells you found Imamora in the Avadon dungeons. He told you to enter the dungeons and secure them. Hunt for 4 prisoners, Graz, Hansi, Queria, and Shadow Tarkus. And if any of them refuse to come peacefully, you should kill them. I can do that. Current quests, go to the dungeons, secure the dungeons, find Graz, Hansi, Queria, and Shadow Tarkus. Good. So I guess we're not really in the dungeons yet, are we? But we want to walk around over here, we want to check things out, okay? If this stuff doesn't light up when you point to it, like that, that means there's nothing in there, it's not a container. This is a container, however, and it's worth going through here. Coins. Now, if it's not yours and it belongs to someone else, there will be a little indicator here. I think it says NY, not yours. That's how it worked in the old games, in Avadon. I haven't found anything that didn't belong to me yet, so I haven't tried it. Potion of Recovery. So there are potions as well. I'm going to put that in my quick slot area, and that'll return sheet of paper, grab some dice in case we get bored. So when you use these skills, there's no mana, like I said. Actually, there's no mana for spells as far as I know, but these do drain some of the vitality. And to get vitality back, you have to return to town. That particular spell, this particular potion right here, these have cooldowns. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's say this has a cooldown of 10. This potion will reduce that by an X number. All inactive abilities return 6 turns earlier. So it basically just it slows down the recovery period. Alright, so dagger, that's what I already have, no good. Don't care. And if you want to grab some of the stuff and put it in your junk bag, you can hold down Control and just click it. It automatically goes in your junk bag for sale later. But you have to keep an eye on your encumbrance. Nothing else here. Okay, we already came from that direction. Let's go up north. So a lot of the game is exploring dungeons. There's outdoor adventures as well. You're going to get a lot of missions, a lot of people to talk to, and you'll be looking around for things and hunting things down, or people down. Rolling pin, I don't think I need that. Oh, what's in here? Alright, I don't see my prisoners. Oh, not a battle. Here comes some more rats. Alright, well they saw us, and I don't have any ranged attack. I'm going to hit space right now, let them get a little closer. Alright, she's going to use... Whoops, wrong one. I'm going to cast Daze. Only works on enemies, which is nice. Oh, I was wrong. Yes, her vitality did go down. That's what I thought. I'm not sure why hers returned. Maybe it's still inside Avadon, and now we're in the dungeon. I don't know. That's how it's supposed to be. Ah. Come on, they're just rodents. So now the tank has a skill to grab aggro. So if you're familiar with MMOs like World of Warcraft, EverQuest, etc., you can use this here challenge. So if your mage or your weaker characters are getting beat up, you don't want that to happen. Put out a little war cry there. And she has some kind of an escape skill. I think we killed the rodents. Mushrooms can be eaten for health. Very nice. And if you want to share this stuff with somebody else, just drag and drop it right in their face. Oh, and she ate it. I clicked on the gem instead of the actual line. If you click on that little gem, it's going to use... oh, we can do this too to speed this up. Let's click on Tristan. If I click here, I can put my skills in my quick slots. This is a heal. Second wind. personal heal. And she's got Shadow Charm and Daze. You don't start out with a whole lot level 1. But let me show you here what you can do. Now there are all these skills, and when you level these up, you will unlock additional abilities. Okay, so Natalie right now has Firebolt, level 1. And as I increase my statistics, this will unlock some of these as well, and I'll get more abilities and more spells to use. So again, you don't really start out with a whole lot, but as time goes on and you level up, you'll be getting a lot more. Zap. Hey, leave me alone. One rat? Seriously? I didn't think so. Oh! Oops. I don't want to misclick. Ooh, cabinets. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to move forward a little bit. I want to show you how to level up. And let's see, I have a saved game here. Found Curia. Alright, now this is kind of a spoiler, I suppose, so I don't know if I want to show you that. Let's go after I defeated her. She's one of the prisoners that you need to find. And I had killed her and her minions, and then this is what happens. You level up. She gained enough experience, so level 2, and when you click on the plus, now you have the option. You gain levels by completing quests and defeating foes. When you gain a level, you can increase your base statistics and your abilities. Press the plus button, blah 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 blah, and she's a mage, so most likely I'm going to need intelligence, and that unlocks these areas here. So this center one is passive abilities, the center column. The left column is, again, these are, let's see, these are battle specializations in the left. So these are my damage dealing skills, and then over here we have utilities and buffs and heals, etc. These are all, they all have to be used, you know, so they have to be explicitly utilized during combat, and the ones in the middle are passive, they're just always on. Alright, so let's choose something here. I can only, these are 0 level. Ward Mastery, passive ability. These are already level 1. Okay, I can't train this until I increase the skills that lead up to it. And what is that? That's Lightning Wind, which I don't think I can get until I level up a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Firebolt. Now when you choose a new one, something that you don't already have, it costs 2 points. If you already have it, it's only 1 point. So I already have that. I'm going to increase my Firebolt. And I like this. At level 3, it increases the area of effect. At level 6, take control of the mind of a foe. Let's do that. Nice. And over here, let's see. I guess this is kind of spoilerish, but so I killed Curia, and she dropped a nice Sage's Rod. It's going to make my mage a little bit tougher. Awesome. Oh, and there's a breastplate there too. Iron breastplate. I'm not strong enough yet, so I have to level my warrior up a little bit. I'm not sure what his strength is. It's only 5. 4? What a wuss. So I'll get his strength up a little bit more, and then I can use that. And I'm going to bump up one of his skills. Alright, so that's, I think I'm pretty much done with this dungeon down here. I've got to explore this little area here, and then I'm going to head out, and I guess we'll head out to the far lands. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far. I'm not sure what comes next. But that is generally what Avadon is like. Let me see if I can get outside and we'll take a look at some of the outdoor environments. So hang on one sec, be right back. Well, I was looking for a way out and we found trouble. Wretches. We're gonna take them down. Let's let him get a little closer, then I'm gonna hit him with a daze. Hit him, honey. Dazed and confused. Okay, worked on a couple. Ooh, she gets to try out her wizard rod. Alright, you're not dazed. I don't think anybody's dazed anymore. It's only one turn. Ooh. Hey, leave her be. Wretch. So now she's got some kind of ability. Let's try... Well, I'm not going to waste it. We'll be okay. Oh! The warrior just leveled up. Very nice. Oh, come on, he's barely alive. Now you can fill up this roster and get more members in your party. I think up to 5. Iron Spear. Oh, I'm going to level him up right now. Alright, I think that's everybody. So now that he's leveled, he's gained enough experience to level up. So he had 4 strength before. Looks like he gets 1 naturally on the level up. Plus I get to increase it. So let's bump that up to 6. These are my passive abilities. Increases resistances. Meh. I'd rather hit harder. It's more fun. Savage Blow. Bump that up. Good enough. And... Alright, let's put on that breastplate. Iron breastplate, I can wear it. What happened to my chainmail? Oh, there it is. How come I wasn't wearing it? Alright, so iron breastplate now, and I have this broadsword I can use too. That's gonna hurt. Nice. And you can compare, by the way, like in Diablo and some MMOs where it shows you here what I have in my hand and how it compares with the other item. Currently using broadsword. Obviously, it's a better choice. Keep that in. I'm encumbered though. I'm wearing 59 pounds. I'm encumbered at 54. I really need to drop something. I don't know what. How heavy is that shield? I can use the spear. I'll just use my broadsword one-handed and forgo the shield for the time being. Alright, let's go check out the goodies. To the victor the spoils. So I guess I can carry as much as I want here. Ew, bloody limb. I don't know how much this stuff sells for, but I think it would be a good idea to grab some of it and sell it. Won't concern myself with those minor things at the time being. I just want to get out of here. Oh, javelin. Nice. So there's another ranged weapon. Alright, let me see if I can get out of here. And I want to look at the overland map. Be right back. Well, I was unable to leave. I had to go back and see the old hag in the front lobby. And she told me to go see Redbeard. Now, she did give me an amulet, which gives me access to all the other areas in Avadon. I imagine it's pretty huge. I hope to find some merchants around here, sell some of the garbage I have. And then I'm going to go see Redbeard, the master of Avadon. So let's go see if I can find somewhere to sell my junk. Ah, see? With my amulet, I can now pass through all these areas that were unavailable before. Nice! Alright, let me take a look around. I'll see if there's anything left that's interesting for now. I know that I can go and sell. I think there may be some trainers around. Oh, by the way, there is a trainer out in the woods somewhere where you can respec. So if you screw up your skills, you can find that person in the woods and do a whole respec. So you can reset all your skills and stuff and start over. Pretty cool stuff. Be right back. Huh. Found my apartment. These quarters have been set aside for you. Nice. Wow, looks posh. Storage. I have a desk. Where's my Wi-Fi? Alright, still need to sell my stuff. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking. Okay, I'm still indoors. I can't find my way out. So here I am right here. This is what I've seen so far in the Avadon Fortress. It's massive, and I think what I'm going to do is just end this now, the video, and I might do a part 2 if I ever get outside and I see more of the world. But I think I've shown enough of this game for you to make a decision whether or not it's something you're interested in. But still, I would go and grab the demo. I encourage you to grab the demo off the website. It's spiderwebsoftware.com. There's a Mac demo, there's a Windows demo. I know it's out for the iPad too, but I don't think there's a demo for that. Or just wait for it to come out on Steam tomorrow, pay the $10, and have that. It's a big, big, beautiful game. And if you're like me and you've played Ultima, this is very nostalgic. I love these kinds of games. I love a deep, meaningful RPG, especially turn-based and party-based system like so. So I just dig these games. Anyway, maybe for you it might not be, but try the demo and let me know. I'm interested in knowing. Do a response here, make a video response, let me know if you've played this game or you intend to, and we'll share notes. It's a big game, lots of secrets and hidden stuff. Alright, I'm out. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.